In this video, I'm going to show you how to backup, replace, and restore the Lightburn settings on your Ruida 6442 controller. First, power on the machine and connect it to your computer using a USB cable. Now enter the Windows. Open Lightburn. Click Devices. Remove the existing device. Then find My Laser. Click Next. Add device. Next. Select the rear right as a machine origin. Next, then Finish. And OK to close the pop-up window. This step ensures that Lightburn is properly connected to your machine. But if your computer is always connected to the same machine, you can skip this step. Now next, backup the machine settings. Click Laser Tools, Machine Settings. Click Read to load the controller current settings. Then click Save to File to a desktop with the name LB Machine Settings. Then Save. And OK. Click Laser Tools once again, Device Settings, Basic Settings, and enable Scanning Offset Adjustment. You can see that the Ruida 6442 controller doesn't support the read function, so there are three ways to backup the offset parameters. Number 1, click Export and save the offset settings to your desktop. Number 2, take a photo of the parameter for backup. As you can see, the machine I'm demonstrating on is brand new, so these fields are empty, but your machine may contain calibrated values, so simply take a clear photo of all the parameters for reference. Number 3, you can choose not to back them up at all if you have the parameter reference acrylic block that came with the machine. However, there's one important exception. If you replaced any components on your machine, such as the laser tube, motors, or other parts, you must save your current offset values by taking a photo. The values on this acrylic parameter block are the factory default settings. Once hardware has been replaced, those values may no longer be accurate for your machine. Okay, after you back up the parameters, just cancel and close Lightburn. Now, be ready for replacement. Power off the machine. Open the side panel. Now you can see the RDC6442 controller here. Remove these 4 screws, then disconnect all of these wiring terminals and connectors. Okay, let's get down to business. Notice here, here, and here can remain in place. No need to remove them. If some of them are difficult to reach, you can use a screwdriver for help. Remove the remaining screws. Disconnect the lower terminal blocks. And the controller can now be removed. Our after-sales team will provide you with a new one. Now let's install it. Place it back into position and reinstall the screws. Reconnect all of the wiring terminals. Again, use a screwdriver to make connection much easier. Connect the remaining plugs. Then press each connector firmly to make sure it's fully seated. Now the new controller is installed. Close and lock the side panel. Power the machine back on. And reconnect it to your computer using the USB cable. Now, go back to Windows. Open Lightburn again. Devices. Remove the existing device. Find My Laser. Next. Add device. Next. Select rear right. Next. Finish. And OK. Next, click Laser Tools, Machine Settings. Click Read, then Load from File. Double-click the file ALB machine settings we saved earlier. Click Write, and read again to verify that settings are being successfully written to the controller. Now click Laser Tools once again, Device Settings, Basic Settings, and enable Scanning Offset Adjustment. At this point, you have two options. You can simply import the offset settings you previously exported to your desktop, or you can manually enter the values one by one using either the acrylic parameter block or the photos you took before replacing the controller. But again, remember that the acrylic parameter block is the machine's factory default settings. If you replace components such as the laser tube, motors, or other mechanical parts, those values are no longer the best reference. In that case, use the values you saved from the previous photos before replacing the controller. Finally, click OK to complete the parameter restoration. Alright, that's the complete process for backing up, replacing, and restoring parameters on Ruida RD6442 controller using Lightburn. I hope this guide helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me through this way.